to the Mawa Library. My name is Joan. Today we're doing chair yoga. And as always, you do only what's comfortable for you. If anything causes discomfort or pain, you don't do it. You wait, you do something else. It's okay, because this is about your practice and where you are on this day. So as you take your blocks and you place them underneath your chair and underneath your feet, and if you're home and you don't have blocks, you can take 2 books that are the same height and just roll your shoulders back and down and sit back and feel how you're sitting in the chair. And if you can close your eyes and just do a little internal assessment. Notice where your head position is. So if your head is tilted to the right or left, try to keep it so the chin is in line with the sternum. Try to relax the shoulders down. Notice if one shoulder is higher than the other. Just let your hands rest right on the tops of your thighs. And then feel your feet. Feel how you're sitting in the chair. Notice how the back of your body is resting against the seat and the back of the chair. And then pay attention to your neck, your jaw, your head, your eyes, your breath. And find the rhythm of your breath, whatever that is. And just let it become a little longer. So as you inhale, feel the rise of the breath as it moves through the chest, and then the exhale, feel it move down and away from the ears. And see if you can pay attention to the origin of the breath. Is it in your head, in your throat, in your top of the chest, middle chest? The goal is to bring the breath all the way down to the lower belly. And as you breathe in and you breathe out right here, notice any spots that have pain or discomfort or any place that you're holding stress. Notice what you're thinking about. And give yourself permission to let go of what you're thinking about, especially if it's fear-based or stressed or worried or anything that's going to take you off center. And today, because here, where we are in New Jersey, it's very overcast, a little humid. We're going to work on clearing the head. So if you have a couple of tissues, you might need them. And I just want to pay attention. How do I feel? Across the center of the forehead and around the orbits of the eye. Pay attention to the space below the eyes. Pay attention to the space above the eyebrows. Pay attention to the jaw, the ears, the throat, from the chin all the way down to the base of the throat, back of the jaw, sides of the neck. Feel your teeth, how you're swallowing any stress or tension you're holding maybe in the back of the throat. Let the tongue rest at the lower part of the mouth, right at the edge of the lower teeth, and just disengage the upper teeth from the lower teeth. Swallow gently. And when you swallow and you begin to really soften the planes of the face, notice where you're holding tension. Oftentimes, we're so busy we don't realize that we're tight in the jaw, the cheekbones, the back of the head, the crown of the head. So we're going to start by tapping out things that we think about. So you're going to imagine from the center of your eyebrows, you're going to draw a line like a V. And right up here, elbows out and shoulders down. You're just going to start tapping. I am letting go of things that fill my mind, that keep me off balance, that are negative, worrisome, or stressful. And I allow myself to open up and release the things that are tight and welcome space, clarity, a new thought, a softening, a letting go, a new perspective. And as I tap right here, pay attention to the sides of the head, all the way down the sides of the face to the jaw, and see if you feel something shift here. Tuck your chin, and now you're going to take that V and just bring it to the sides of the back of the head. Keep the shoulders down, elbows open, and release stuff that hangs around in the back of your head, stuff that pops up when you're not really thinking about it. especially at night when you go to bed. And notice if the breath changes. Notice if you get a sigh or a yawn or a shift. And now release the arms and tap right. I'm gonna let my arms rest right on the chest. I'm gonna tap right above the eyebrows and just tap. Now I'm gonna tap from above the eyebrows to the hairline. So I'm just gonna go up and down, and I wanna release congestion and inflammation, especially if I'm having a lot of sinus stuff, or I tend to be a person that has allergies, especially in the spring. And I'm just tapping right here. Now I'm going to bring it to the side of my eyes, and I want to soften the eye muscles. So when the eyes are tight and you're perhaps hyper-focused or overly sensitive or reactive, this can be very tight here. Gentle on the temples. And ask yourself for the permission to let go of overthinking, overlooking, overwatching, being overly sensitive. Slide right below the eyes and just tap right here, releasing around the orbit of the eye and up into the sinus cavity. And release the jaw. If you can breathe in and out through the nose so then the mouth relaxes, lift your chin, tap down to the jaw, and then tuck your chin and bring it back up to the cheek line. And just up and down a little bit. And this up and down will release, hopefully, into the back of the neck, maybe the top two vertebrae of the spine. The atlas and the axis are tight. And give yourself permission to soften it. When you come back down, open and close your mouth and feel the hinge of the jaw and see how it's working. And then little circles here. See if you can soften the tension of the jaw. So if you tend to be a jaw clencher, your ears are tight, your eustachian tubes may be filled, you feel like your head is clogged, you have a little low-grade headache or whatever, you really want to pay attention to this. Now I'm going to take my 3 middle fingers and I'm going to glide them across the line of the cheek, and I'm just going to really massage it around. Get some circulation going here. So if you have places that are painful, you need more blood flow there. Just massage it out, relax the jaw. Bring the same 3 fingers to the cheeks and just kind of massage it out. Don't worry about how it looks. You just want to move the fascia, soften as you massage around right here. It's going to soften the inside of the mouth. You're going to feel the teeth. Maybe like I have a little clearing in your throat. It's going to clear that out, cause some clearing, perhaps. Now come to the back of the jaw. So I'm going to take my index and middle finger right to the back of the hinge of the jaw. I'm going to swallow gently and relax the shoulders down. Now press the fingers into the jaw and then bring the head back a little bit and just massage it. And then once you figure out the spot, if it's really tender, you found it, and just kind of rock your head. So I'm just pressing gently side to side. Now as I'm doing this, I can feel like my ears are unclogging, like when you're in a plane and your ears are clogged, you may get that sensation of movement. There's a lot of throat clearing. And then just massage right here. This is a big headache relief point. So if you tend toward headaches, always check this out. Good. 2 fingers, like a peace sign. You're going to come up the front and the back of the ear. So you're going to tuck your chin and glide up and down and really soften here. Now when I do this, I get what feels like little pins and needles because I have a tightness maybe behind one ear. Maybe it taps into the vagus nerve or a nerve that's tight, and I just want to open that up. So remember, the vagus nerve is the main nerve that runs through the body, comes down the sides of the head and down into the belly. So if you have pain, we want to move that out. Good. Lift your chin, and just right here along the chin line, I'm going to take my thumb and my index finger, it looks like a C, And I'm gonna take my thumb and hook it underneath my jaw and pinch with the left. And I'm gonna take the right and I'm gonna glide it up. And really be firm here. See if you can get some fascia moving. So if you tend to have jaw pain, you're a TMJ, you're a clencher, if you feel like your face is tight, if you have puffiness, you wanna do this. You would do it at least 10 times, 3 times a day. We're not gonna do this. Here, we're just gonna do one set. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then hold this right thumb under the chin and pinch, and then glide the other side. This helps with reducing stress, moving fascia, releasing lymphatic fluids, relaxing tight muscles, facial planes. Do a few more. Notice if it feels tender. Good. Then both together, so from the chin, you just glide out and sweep up. Now my head is slightly down, my eyes are soft, and I'm noticing that I'm getting a little more heat and warmth here. Notice how that feels, and then just pause and see what sensations you've activated. Roll your head to the right, take a breath, exhale to center. Roll your head to the left. Maybe you feel like you've got a little more space in your neck. And now we just want to test the breath. So I'm going to take my right index finger, I'm going to place it against the right nostril. Chin is slightly tucked. I want to inhale and exhale out of the left nostril only. Soften the eyes. Take a breath. And then push all the air out. And notice how it feels if you have congestion there. And we want to just test the other side. So left side. You may get some drainage in your head, which is why you need some tissues. Inhale through the right. Exhale. Now, if you have your tissues, you may want to blow your nose a little bit. And then we're going to try it again. And when you breathe here, really focus on the coolness of the breath as it enters. When you pull in as much air as you can, we'll start with the left side, you want to push out all the air. So right side, inhale, shoulders down, back is supported. Now release that right hand up and ask yourself to receive a release. And you breathe in till you can't take any more breath, and then you exhale as long as you can. Inhale. Push it all out. Last one, inhale. Let it go. Now when you release this and you breathe, notice how much more air you have. Notice what more sensations you're aware of, opposite side. Now if you need to blow your nose in between, please feel free. Inhale. 3 times, we're gonna do it. Inhale. Push it out as much as you can. Second. Exhale. One more. Exhale. You may have to blow your nose. Take your time. Now when you breathe, really pay attention to what shifted. Take a breath in. Feel the coolness of the air. See how much more air you can pull in. And then exhale, push it all out. Good. Now, just come forward a little bit, but elbows are in. Shoulders are down, and we're just gonna stretch through the back body and feel like you're pulling the breath in. It's coming around the top of the head, down the back of the spine, and then coming up the front body. Use that as your image. Inhale. And then you exhale. One more. See if you can come a little lower. Inhale. Exhale. See if you can release your hands and come all the way down. Head's an extension of the spine. Inhale. You're gonna lift up with the breath. Exhale, let it go. Good, inhale with the breath. Exhale, let it go. Sink as low as you can go. Inhale. You lift up gently with the breath as the lungs expand. Exhale, let it all out. Stretch the arms like you're going to dive into a pool. Scoop the hands, lift up. Stretch it out. Just feel like you're making space to take a deeper breath. Good, bring the elbows out to the side, shoulders back and down, push in with resistance and out. But now it's not just resistance, it's an intention. I want to pull out to create space. When you pull out, feel this opening through the chest, and then I want to bring it back in and feel that contraction through the back underneath the shoulder blades. Take a breath. Soften the face. Feel like you're pulling taffy, and then you're exhaling and letting it go. And then just relax and see how that feels. Good. I'm going to take the right arm, I'm going to stretch it up. Now when I stretch it up, I'm not looking up. I'm going to invite the shoulder to reach up as high as it can go. Exhale, soften the shoulder, and gently bring it down. And release that arm and just shake it out. And then do it again. So you want to feel like it's a seed. I'm going to lift up, and the seed is germinating, and it's reaching up toward the sun, and I'm stretching it up, and the left shoulder's down, and the right arm is reaching up toward the sun, and then I soften it. And I relax the jaw, and relax the face, and relax the arm, and the side of the body, and then I let it go, and I shake it out. Now measure. So that arm should be a little longer. And then opposite side. So we again, sink the shoulder down, gaze is soft. Use the breath to lift up. Exhale. And bring it down. And notice the right hand and the left may not feel the same. Shake it out. The shoulder blade may not feel the same. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, soften and bring it down. And shake it out. Do both hands. Inhale, lift up. So I'm going to glide up. Big stretch. Soften it. Now pinch your index finger and your thumb and pull. And bring it down. Now we have arms on our chairs, so that is, we do what we have, the best we can with what we have. Now this is peace. So I want to feel the sensation that I'm going to rotate, open through the tops of the shoulders. Inhale, lift up. Now lift up, look up. See if you can touch the three fingers. Exhale, pull peace around you. Soften it. Inhale, scoop up, lift up. You can look up if that works for your neck. Exhale. Now come forward and bring it all the way down so you create this bubble of peace. Sweep the hands. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, bring it down. Try to keep your back nice and long. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, lift up. Now when I lift up big V, I'm going to turn and just float down to the right. Inhale, lift up, look up. Exhale, float to the left. So I'm creating this bubble of peace, 360 degrees of peace. Good, one more. Inhale, lift up. Exhale. Good, inhale, soften the hands, shake them out, tap, tap, tap. So when you tap and you shake, you bring some energy up through the body. It's great to do if you feel fatigued, but don't do it late in the day, just saying. And now bring it all the way down. Now pull that energy you've gathered up. So we're gonna go right into water wheel. And you lean back, lift up. Feel the breath as you're moving. Imagine you're pulling the breath right up through the legs. Big breath. Notice the air moving through your nostrils. Feel the temperature as you inhale, cool, and then feel the exhale, warm. One more. Pull that all the way up. Ask yourself to make a change. Exhale, let it go. Slide your hands just to the tops of your feet. Glide your fingers up right to the knees. Now we have to create a little space behind us. So I'm gonna move a little bit forward, sit up nice and tall, head is nice and level, and shoulders are down. We're gonna go right into our dog and cat. So we're gonna curl back into the spine, start small, inhale, roll up. I do everything slowly to start so that I can invite the spine to find the space where it needs release. Inhale, lift up. Gaze is soft. Exhale and release. Inhale, lift. Keep the shoulders down. Exhale. Do it with intention. My intention is to lengthen the spine all the way from the tailbone. Create some space above, below, and side to side. Now, if I'm comfortable, I can roll forward and make it a little deeper. I don't go where it's not comfortable, however, so I modify or vary what I need on a given day. Inhale, lift up. Make this become your moving meditation. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, lift up. Last one, exhale. Now when I roll it back, I'm gonna stretch my arms. Reach forward like I'm going to dive into a pool. If I can bring my ears between my hands, that's great. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Exhale, let it go. Good, tuck the chin, roll it out. And as I roll up, take a breath, twist to the right. Arm out, twist to the left. And ring out through the ribs and to the right and to the left. And one more on each side and to the right and to the left. And then hands down, fingertips down. Inhale, lift up. Start small. Exhale, chin to the chest. Inhale, lift up, look up. Maybe make it higher. Exhale, maybe float it lower. Inhale, feel like you're just a feather moving on a breeze or a beautiful piece of fabric on a clothesline on a beautiful sunny day. Inhale, lift up. Exhale. Notice any sensations, warmth, connections, release that you get. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, let it go. One more. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, let it go. See where your hands are. Breathe, rotate. My hands are just rotating like I'm opening a jar. My head's an extension of the spine. I stretch my fingers to the mat, wiggle them, breathe. Good, tuck my chin. I slide my hands right up to the knees. I take a breath. Now I'm going to give myself a little more space. If you don't want space, then you don't make that adjustment. I start with whatever is a comfortable distance for me. And now I'm going to just lift my right foot and I'm going to start to open up into the hip flexors. Sit up nice and tall. Feel like you've lifted your breath, lifted your posture, shoulders back and down. Good, release that and go to the other side. Now when you press into the toes and the ball of the feet, there are a lot of acupressure points there that open up head, neck, throat, sinuses, as well as opening up into the pelvic girdle. So we do both feet and we just rock it out. Keep breathing. Good. Right heel, and I'm just going to rock it. This helps with the pelvic area. Also pay attention to how the ankles feel, if they feel tight. And then opposite side, and rock it out. And then both feet, and just rock, little windshield wipers. Good. See if you can open up your legs and get a nice stretch here. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Get some movement here. Roll your head to the right. Exhale to center. Roll your head to the left. Exhale to center. Release that. Medium to small circle. Don't make it too big. We want to have space to go. So see how this feels. So we're stirring the pot. Feel that movement through the pelvic girdle. It's going to feel like a little pedaling up and down. Feel the sensation of creating balance. Pause at the back and then reverse your circle. Pay attention to the shoulders, the ribs, how it feels. If it throws your balance off, your eyes are open, you choose not to do it. One more round. Good. And pause. If you're comfortable, you're going to widen your stance, but you just go with where it's comfortable for you. I'm going to roll the shoulders. So I'm going to roll the shoulder, left shoulder toward that right knee. Now I can keep it high, or I can bring it as low as I want. And you're going to feel this diagonal stretch here. And go back and forth at your own pace. My eyes are open. I'm making that connection between shoulder and hips. I'm noticing the breath. I'm noticing if the breath is moving more easily because my nose is less congested or less clogged. Now when I come back to center, I'm just going to rock it out. Now you want to isolate the movement into the ribs. Good. Bring your arms out and stretch it. Soften the arms, relax the neck, soften the jaw, breathe. Move the hands, one up, one down. Bringing out the washcloth here. Good, pause. Release the arms down, see how you feel. Good. Maybe medium to large circle now, and just see how much more movement you have as you rotate through center. Again, eyes are open. If it's uncomfortable, to keep them closed. And then when you're ready, you rotate around the other way. Do one more. Good. Come back up to center, see how you feel. Take a breath. I'm going to release my left arm and just let it rest right on my thigh. I'm going to bring my right arm down and I'm going to shake it out. Shake it out, spin it around. So if you have a frozen shoulder, if you have tightness in your shoulder, if you have rounded shoulders, poor posture, you want to open this all up and then reverse your circle. Now stretch the arm straight out like it's on a table. Feel that stretch all the way under the arm, into the armpit, and down the side of the body. Rotate the hand. Take a breath. Release the arm and just kind of swing it out. And now sweep the hand out to the side. Now, you can keep it right here. If you're comfortable, you can open up a little more. And then just bring it back and forth. Just gently. You need to make it smaller, then you just make it what works for you. One more. Now when my arm comes back, I'm going to sweep it up and over like a wave. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. One more. And inhale. Now when I bring it up, I'm going to bend it at the elbow. Hand comes behind the back. I'm going to level myself. My fingers move toward my left hip. Now I'm going to come forward, inhale, lift, like I'm opening a book jacket. Exhale. In. Go the other way, Chris. That's it. No, but you had the right arm. That's it. Now just go, that's it. Now lift up. That's it, you got it. Beautiful. One more. One more. Good. Release to the other side. Bring the left arm down, spin it around. And reverse your circle. Good. Shake it out. Stretch it straight out. And then release it down. Stretch it out and down and just back and forth. Move it here. Good. Sweep it out to the side. Now you can make it as small or as large as you want, and you bring it down. Breathe. Feel that movement through the shoulder blades, shoulders to hip. One more. And then when you bring it up this time, bend at the elbow. The hand comes behind as if you're sticking your fingers in a jeans pocket. Then you level your back and you lift and you go left. My left arm is behind me. I go left. 2. We'll do one more after this. 3. Good. Now, I want to release that arm and I'm going to sweep it because I did it out of sequence, so it's all right. We're going to do it anyway. Sweep up and over and back and forth like a wave and just sweep it out. One more. And now when you come forward, see if you feel like you could touch the floor easily. Touch the floor, touch the block, touch your feet, doesn't matter. Flatten your back. Head's an extension of the spine. Maybe you can rock a little bit here. Take a breath. Good. Tuck your chin, roll it up. Bring your arms out to the side into your goddess pose. Inhale, lift up, pull down. Lift up, pull down, lift up, pull down. Good. Lift up, pull down. Last one. Lift up, pull down. Release the arms. This time, bring your arms around your legs and flatten the back. And take a breath. Head's an extension of the spine. Just feel the lower back. Good. Tuck your chin, ripple up from the bottom of the spine. Hands come right to the knees. Any size circle you want. We'll do 3, 2, 3, and then you pause and reverse. 1, 2, 3. Good. Sit. Feel different. You all look taller. So when you bring your feet, we're going to stand up. If you don't want to stand up, you don't have to stand up. We're just going to stand up because we want to stretch it up. Wiggle it out. If you feel the need to moan, moan. Move the hips, soften the knees. Release the arms down, do a little hula hoop. And then reverse your circle. Good. Step a little wider and just rock the knees a little bit. Shoulders are nice and tall, so your shoulders are back and down, and you're just moving here, just a little rocking side to side. Good. Little deeper circle. See if you can really move around those joints. 2, 3, and then reverse. 1, 2, 3. Shake it out and just stand in your Tadasana. Feet are hip distance apart. See how you feel. Take a breath. Feel what energy is moving through you. Feel your breath. Pay attention. Are your nostrils balanced now because the air is moving evenly? Good. Roll the shoulders and just ease out anything else before We either come to the chair or come to the floor. And then reverse your circle. Good. If you're comfortable, you're going to roll forward just a little bit. Fingertips are about where your knees are, and just shake it out. Lift up a little, exhale, come a little lower. Shake it out. Lift up a little, exhale. You do not have to go to the floor. And then roll it up. Take a breath. Now, as you breathe in, we are quickly coming to the point where you have a choice. You can come down on the floor, and you can bring your feet up onto the chair, or your other option, I'll do both. Your other option, if you don't want to go down on the floor, would be to take a second chair and just let your legs rest here. And let your whole body sink. If it's too much and you don't want to bring your feet up to the chair, you can take your 2 blocks and just put them underneath your feet. You pick what you want. If you want to keep your legs extended straight out on the floor, that's what you do. The benefit of lifting your legs is that you get an inversion. So all that oxygenated blood comes right back down to the belly, and it aids and improves digestion. It slows heart rate. It gives the heart more blood. It relaxes the nervous system. It allows your back body to ground. And it slows down that sense of busyness. Now, as you rest right here, if at any time you're uncomfortable, you come out of it. You don't wait for me. You can bring your legs back to the floor. Just tuck your chin a little bit so your neck is not so stressed out. If it's uncomfortable for you to stay on the floor, then you go back in the chair. You can take a second chair and elevate your legs. This is about your practice, so you do what's most comfortable for you today. As you breathe in and you breathe out now, do a little assessment. Ask yourself, where do you feel better? What did you release? What did you open up? Where are you softer? Did you release something that was painful, stressful, distracting? What's your brain doing? Is it calmer? Are you thinking less? Bring yourself to the attention of what it is you're spending your time on, thinking about. But at this moment, you just want to hit the delete button and allow your body to reconnect internally, allowing the subtle body to soften, to release things that are preoccupying, distracting, negative, and opening up into space where you can invite healing, restoring, renewing, refreshing, reconnecting, refocusing. Relaxing anything that's tight still in the face, disconnecting from the jaw, relaxing the back of the neck, finding the rhythm of your natural breath. Letting the sound of the bowl create another level of release. So it softens the parasympathetic nervous system. So instead of going into fight or flight, you go into rest and digest. I am my own person. In this place where I am resting at this moment, I have everything I need to rest, to relax, to restore, to refresh, to renew, to release. You can add whatever ones you need. I am breathing in and breathing out. And in this place where I am breathing in and I am breathing out, I'm gathering space above and below and side to side and around me, and space within my own self. Space to think a new thought, to release pain, to let go of tension, to create length, to take a deeper breath. I am grounded, I am rooted, I am balanced, and I am at ease. For the next few moments, there's nowhere to go and there's nothing to do except to be fully present in your body as you are now. Creating that sense of awareness that I can transform how I deal with life by changing where I place my attention, by taking a deeper breath, by letting go of distractions, by changing my focus, by opening up into the possibility of a new thought. So remember, transformation is about choice. I choose to transform. You can fill in the blank. And begin to deepen your breath and feel the rise and the fall of the breath. And maybe begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes and rolling your head maybe a little bit from side to side, just gently. And then if your legs are still up on a chair, bring your knees into your chest and just rock it out a little bit from side to side. And don't pull the knees in too tight, just a gentle rocking. You can also use the edge of the chair if you need to, just to rock gently side to side. And then be mindful that you have a chair there and just slide your legs through and underneath the chair. Be mindful of your knees and go into your full body stretch. Take a big breath, a big yawn, a big sigh. Give yourself this sense of accomplishment, this release that you've achieved for yourself. Big yawn. And then when you're ready, you bring your knees in, roll to whatever side calls to you. You can stick your arm underneath your head to support your neck. If you have a prop, feel free, you can use that. And then whenever it is that you're comfortable, that's when you begin to transition into whatever's a comfortable seated position for you. You take your time. Now, as you settle back now into this place, we're on the floor. You can choose to go back into a chair. It's whatever is your choice. You just stir the pot again. So we want all the parts of the practice. Remember, we do the practice, but the practice continues as we move through our day. And then whenever it is you're ready, that's when you reverse the circle. And then when you come back to center and you just let your hands rest gently right at the base of your lap, think about all the ways in which your life is rich and filled with abundance. And invite yourself to embrace, as you move through this day, the ways in which you celebrate the gift of your life. And you just lift up, and then you just bring that awareness, that attention to that place that you can change the way you focus, that you can open up to a new idea, that you can rest your brain, that you can focus more on things that are positive and healing. And last time, we inhale and we lift up. And if you want, you look up, bring your palms together, and bring that sensation of connection straight down through the center of the body, so that north and south and east and west land right at the heart, so that no matter what you do, no matter where you go, you are always home within yourself, and that is enough. Namaste. Namaste. I hope you take a big breath, that you're nice and clear, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Thank you so much.